Hi, Devon. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with us and talk to us about the process that we have started with your firm, Synergyn LLC. Can you tell us a little bit more about you guys for those of them people that do not know you?
Yeah, so we are a team of professionals and experts in the industry of um, engineering and construction sciences.
Okay. And can you expand a little bit on what you guys do without, I know you guys have NDAs and things like that. So, um,
So within the industry, within the engineering and say construction industry, we provide services in terms of forensics engineering as well as consulting in reference to engineering and construction design. So this being able to help our customers, architects, contractors, in getting their designs structurally stable, having the engineering disciplines complete in a very easy to read and value engineered way. So
nice.
simplifying the construction process as well as the materials in order to create a better product.
Okay, so you can say that you guys make the complex simple in a way.
Yeah, that's our motto, simplifying the complex. So,
Amazing, amazing. I heard you say that before in the past, so that's why I brought it up. And now, who is the Devon Hunt?
well, I'm the managing partner and principal engineer here at Synergyn. A little background about myself is really starting in construction, a lot of hands-on construction, building homes, building light commercial buildings, all the way from pouring their foundation, concrete
Wow.
foundation, to setting their trusses and doing roofing.
Wow.
That really
Okay.
got me into the kind of the construction field, and once in school, I really felt that physics and math were my subjects, leading to engineering. The part of my engineering career, I've been a part of, production, for the betterment of construction and design industry, designing proprietary building products. I've been a part of, thousands of design projects, whether it's residential homes, like commercial buildings, and as well as some electrical safety in my past, which really developed what we are able to do and provide to our clients here at Synergy.
How has it been working with your virtual assistant team? I know you guys came out to us and told us, hey, we have these requirements. So, can you tell us a little bit about how it's worked out so far?
Well, at Synergen, we really see, our team and our culture synergistically, right? So we work together, and having such things as some of the virtual assistants has not only helped myself and my time and tasks, but also helped, throughout the team. There is a sense of what would be like a ripple effect, right? Positive ripple effect, if it comes from me, and being able to communicate properly, getting your tasks organized and done as required. It has been very much something that is noticed, but also beneficial for myself.
Okay. And, thank you very much for sharing that with us. How was the process um, any different than when you guys try to hire people yourself?
Oh man, it is night and day. um, the way we used to hire certain positions, we're very much set on what we expect in terms of accountabilities. But then, being able to find the time, the sources in order to look for talent and hires, then able to be able to sort through them took a lot of time. Um, And, when it comes to, some of the hires, or even just reviewing such as people's backgrounds and their prior history and resumes. I'm an engineer at the end of the day. I'm not someone that is uh, that's part of my repertoire per se, or forte. So prior to, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. Time and quality of candidates, I suppose. Um, it was a struggle.
Amazing, amazing. And what was your experience working with us at Assist Your Biz?
This experience has been amazing. So, when it comes to, our communication ourselves, it's been amazing, being able to express the concerns you need, even giving me feedback and what we could be looking for has been super helpful. Furthermore, when it comes to the talent and the candidates, I have nothing but good things to say. When you can have a round of candidates, narrow that down to interviews, and then just interview the right people for the right seat, it is enormously helpful. Reference to my time, but even more importantly, reference to what the requirements we are seeking as a company.
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the things that I'm the most proud of my team is they're very good at what they do, being psychologists and asking the right questions and making sure that we have, as you mentioned, the right person in the right seat, because you don't want the bus driver, flying your plane, or the pilot driving your submarine, right? Like, for those people that have them. But it's very important that you have the right person in the right seat so that they can work in their area of expertise, or the zone of magic, as people call it. How has the utilization of your team's time, or your time, changed since you started working with the remote assistance that we have provided you for, or with?
Well, I could say, number one, first and foremost, my time for sure has become more organized. Keeping the correct projects and duties in front of yourself has been very beneficial. When it comes to the team, once you start seeing the application of, again, the right person in the right seat, and their accountabilities being performed as designed, you see that throughout your team as well. Their time, their understanding, and their duties being able to be accomplished as I see, or as I saw, essentially the process and accountabilities to be completed. Having the right person there, it helps throughout the team, throughout your culture. So that's what we're seeing, and yeah, we couldn't be happier.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much for sharing, Devon. Now, since you have worked with a team for a few months now, how accessible have they been when you needed them?
I would say they're accessible just as how it was explained. So, being able to be available during certain times of day, using the proper channel that you as a company have in terms of communication, project management, etc. Everything is being utilized, as what was expected. Furthermore, we're even getting ideas for efficiencies and ability to progress such things as our, systems in place, communications in place, in order to that really go throughout the company as well. So, we always look to a way like we can provide the tools to get your job done, right? But in order to take those tools and give suggestions, give the ability to see where you can automate, you can replicate, and make things easier on oneself, take that to heart. And we're getting that feedback. We use that feedback and it's only been beneficial to grow and make an easier kind of system.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, it's incredible once you have the ability of having a team that knows what they're doing, solves problems, and takes things off your plate. It's for business owners is very beneficial to have somebody. Hey, make sure that I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, and especially in the area that you work in, with engineering, everything has to be perfect, exact, or else, there could be consequences for that. So thank you for sharing. Devon, what would be your message for another business owner or an engineer like yourself last year before working with us? What would you suggest them to do? And why should they trust us to do business with us, Your Biz?
Right. So if you are, the business owner, you have your positions in place, and when you're trying to hire and find the right person for the right seat, there is a struggle. When it comes to which platform you use, how to review such things as past work history and what your expectations are. Putting that time in, scheduling the interviews, etc. It does take time. It takes time off your plate. It takes time away from other accountabilities that you could be taking care of. When it comes to using such things as recruiting services, like we see here, it's been night and day. Having the ability to provide that position, those accountabilities to this team, not only from there being able to review high level candidates, narrowing that down when you might want to even interview all of them, but narrowing that down to I want to interview these. You are going to have some of the best candidates for that specific role and those accountabilities, to interview. In my experience prior to there, we're looking at saving what I would consider weeks of time, if not even more. And you'll be able to see that, I'd say.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Devon, thank you very much for sharing your time, your knowledge, and your experience working with us. And as you know, anything you need from us, please let us know.
Absolutely. We'll always be in touch.